going on? It's Ryan from HappyTrader here, CEO and Head Quant. Today's video, we are going to take a futures trade and get into a little bit of hedging using the NASDAQ futures. So without wasting any time, let's hop right into it. We're going to look at the market. We see that the market's kind of going down. We have divergent indexes, so the top three are divergent. However, with our core position, we're going to take a short. So we did miss our downtrend signal, which would have been nice to catch because we would have had a sick little scalp right there, right as that was dumping if we took that signal, but we missed it. So we're going to play a continuation with a hedge. Here's how you do that. So you check your sell signal is there. So we are in a downtrend on the 5-minute chart. This is what we're trading. Trade what you like as far as time frame. We do have a flattened out Illuma trend, can indicate some trend weakness, a little choppiness, might get a retest up to here, but we do have our downtrend trading signal. So we're going to go ahead and create a new order, and we're just connected through Tradeovate to Trading View, and we're going to go short. So we're just going to sell one market short, and we're going to let that order we're going to let it jump around for a few ticks and see if we need to hedge it. And this is just an idea. This isn't me telling you how to trade. But what we do have is the micro E-mini NASDAQ, which is 10 times smaller, right there on the other tab. So we can kind of, use that as a hedging instrument because you can't take both sides of the trade. So let's see if this trade starts to go against us. If it does, we'll go ahead and add our hedge and then see what we decide to do with the trade. So by hedging, it takes a lot of the psychological elements out, such as the market just like going like obscenely against your position, stuff like that. So we are starting to get a little bit of a move up, a little test up. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and set a stop trade, which is going to be essentially it's going to be a buy, right? So we're going to buy 2, and then we're going to set that limit up. And we have our first limit order there. And what we'll do is just go back to our core position, and we'll go back here and we'll see if we are getting filled or not. And what's cool about this is, with Trading View, you can absolutely, just drag your stuff around, right? So it's kind of cool. So yeah, you have to resubmit the order, but you can drag it. So we're going to go back to our core position. We see it just fluttering around there. But if we look at the indexes, you can see that 2 out of 3 are down. We just recently had 2 out of 3 up. So the SP 500 is kind of tanking a little bit. And let's see what happens. So we have our limit order on for our hedge. And we're just using our HappyTrader signals. And you can see if we remove the indicator, oh, that looks like the bottom of the move and it might go back up. Well, it could, but with the indicator on, it's telling us otherwise, right? So we don't really know because we have divergent indexes, and we did not trade this signal, which was a nice scalp to the downside. If we would have taken that signal, it would have been like a quick $100 scalp, $150 scalp per contract. So we're going to just check this out. We're going to see if we are getting close to getting filled here. Getting close, getting close. Okay. So we have our part of our hedge on. So let's go ahead and add another limit order for our next piece of our hedge. And we'll do that like so. We're not going to add to our core position. We're just going to simply add another stop. So select the price we want. We're just going to add a buy 2 stop. Same thing. Remember, 2 or 10 of these contracts are going to be equal to 1 of these contracts. So core positions always, going to be bigger as far as the way that I trade, because if the trade, kind of jumps around, we start hedging it, but then we're still delta to the, short side. That's going to put us in a profitable area. There's going to be a little bit of drag, you know what I mean, because of this, right? Because of these 2 and potentially up to 4, but we'd rather be at least almost halfway hedged out of that contract if the market does decide to like lurch upward and then start, the beginnings of a new buy signal, right? So that's what we're looking out for. Furthermore, we do have our alert set. So we have our NQ uptrend and downtrend signals, and then our MNQ uptrend and downtrend signals as well. We can go in and add signals on any time frame and ticker. Like I show in a lot of other videos. Just like and subscribe if you like this kind of thing. We're a startup, so We're here to kind of educate the retail trader in layman's terms how to trade. So you can set these notifications, get them on your app, get them on your computer, get them on your, anywhere you want, right? So email even, and even a webhook if you're a quant trader, right? So let's go ahead and just evaluate this position. And you can see that now on the core position we have, it looks like 155 profits. So if we go back, we can see that if we move that out of the way, we have about $55. And we're just going to let this one, I'm actually going to move this hedge up a little bit. We modified that order so the market would have to lurch up pretty hard. We don't want it to come up and do a hook and grab 4 contracts. So that's something very important. And you can see that psychologically, the hedging, even though there's drag, it gives you confidence. So we'll go ahead and just kind of hang out in this trade for a little bit. And it gives us some time to hang out in the trade, because one of these NASDAQ contracts, if the market does something really crazy, it can get out of hand pretty quick. So something you definitely want to be cognizant of when trading. But overall, does look like we are kind of leaning to the downside, especially with the SP starting to really dump. And, this is normal kind of volatility that we see in the beginning of each year. Let's go back to our hedge position. You can see negative $39 on our long hedge, negative 40, 36, and positive 75, positive 90. So we're kind of hanging around, let's see, 39. We're kind of hanging, we're in the profit zone, which is good. So our core position's hanging in there. What we'll do if we get another green candle retest and we don't get a dump is we are going to drag this hedge back down. And let's just see if this goes back to about, let's say 65, 50, probably drag that hedge down. And, none of this is super exciting, but, this is making money in the market, right? So this is how I like to do it with the NASDAQ, because the NASDAQ can really get all over the place and just do things. So, you want to avoid maybe getting hooked onto 4 of these micro contracts, because then you just have too much drag, like I was saying before. But you can see that going against HappyTrader isn't doing too well for us. So, we're going against the grain here, and you can see that this one's losing. Oh, is the market going to turn around? Is it going to turn around? Surely it's going to turn around. Well, it's not turning around, right? So, HappyTrader's got this one right, and hovering around 155 and 55, 53, 145. We'll take this one off at 135, and we'll take this one off at 49. And you can see there that we have a successful trade. That's how I like to hedge the NASDAQ. I don't really think there's much else. I think that's going to do it for today's video. And hopefully that helps some of you. You can do the hedge in different ways. And of course, you can see the market's just continuing to tank there. We could have probably rode that one out for a little bit longer. But such is life. We decided to, be cognizant of our risk, be cognizant of the fact that it's the beginning of the year, and also trade small, right? We didn't go 10 contracts short because we saw a downtrend signal that had retraced. But this was a very juicy, you can see we had the downtrend and then the retracement. That was a perfect short. So if you're used to trading with HappyTrader Sentiment AI with a Luma trend, and you miss your initial signal, you can actually still do pretty good. This was kind of a lecture, but it was a live trade, and I hope it helps somebody out there. My name's Ryan. I'm the CEO, head quant here at HappyTrader.io. Like, subscribe if you like this kind of content. Going to be doing a lot of stuff in 2024. Lessons, lectures, strategies, how-tos, backtests, all that good stuff. And just go ahead and slam those buttons if you like this kind of content as we continue to grow. Thanks a lot. Have a great day and happy trading.